Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber CCISO Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the exam with focused explanations and practical context. Security Operations Center, commonly referred to as the SOC, is the nerve center of an organization's cybersecurity program. Its core purpose is to provide centralized monitoring, detection, and response to security events across the enterprise. A SOC delivers around-the-clock visibility into systems, networks, endpoints, and applications, enabling the security team to detect and respond to threats before they escalate. It serves as the coordination point for incident triage, containment, and escalation, ensuring that threats are managed in a structured and timely manner. A mature SOC significantly reduces mean time to detect, MTTD, and mean time to respond, MTTR, two key indicators of operational effectiveness. As cyber threats grow in complexity and volume, the SOC becomes essential for maintaining operational security, meeting compliance requirements, and building organizational resilience. There are several models for structuring a SOC, each with distinct advantages. An internal SOC is fully staffed and operated by the organization itself. This model provides maximum control, faster response, and deep familiarity with internal systems, but requires significant investment in staff, tools, and processes. An outsourced SOC, typically operated by a managed security service provider, MSSP, can reduce costs and provide 24/7 coverage without the need to build in-house capabilities. A hybrid SOC blends internal oversight with external execution, allowing the organization to retain strategic control while leveraging third-party scalability. Virtual SOCs are distributed teams that use collaborative tools and shared platforms rather than centralized physical locations. They offer flexibility and are especially useful for remote-first or decentralized organizations. Fusion centers represent an advanced model that integrates cyber threat monitoring with physical security, fraud detection, and other risk functions, breaking down operational silos and improving situational awareness. SOC operations center around a defined set of responsibilities. These include collecting and correlating events from diverse sources: logs, sensors, endpoints, cloud platforms, and third-party intelligence feeds. Once data is ingested, the SOC is responsible for detecting potential threats and triaging alerts based on severity and context. For verified incidents, the SOC coordinates the response, assigns roles, and ensures that the event is documented from initial detection through resolution. Integration with threat intelligence platforms provides broader situational awareness and helps prioritize alerts. Regular reporting, performance metrics, and executive communication ensure that leadership stays informed about operational status and emerging risks. These core functions transform the SOC from a reactive team into a proactive contributor to enterprise security strategy. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other podcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. A SOC depends on a variety of technologies to perform its mission. SIEM platforms are central to this ecosystem, aggregating logs from across the organization and correlating them to generate alerts based on rules and behavioral analytics. Endpoint detection and response, or EDR tools, provide visibility into host-level activities and help identify malicious behavior. Network security tools such as intrusion detection and prevention systems, IDs/IPS, and NetFlow analyzers monitor traffic and detect anomalies. SOAR platforms, security orchestration, automation, and response, enable automation of triage, enrichment, and containment workflows. Threat intelligence platforms feed indicators of compromise, IOCs, tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs, into detection rules and enrich investigations. Sandboxing tools help analyze suspicious files and URLs in isolated environments. Together, these tools enable the SOC to detect, validate, and respond to threats efficiently and consistently. Staffing is a critical component of SOC design. Tier 1 analysts are responsible for alert triage and initial investigation. They determine whether an alert is a false positive or needs escalation. Tier 2 analysts handle more complex cases, conduct deeper analysis, and initiate containment or remediation actions. Tier 3 personnel include threat hunters and forensic specialists who investigate advanced threats, conduct proactive threat detection, and guide long-term response efforts. The SOC manager oversees operations, enforces processes, and reports on metrics and performance. Many organizations also incorporate red teams, attackers, blue teams, defenders, and purple teams, collaborative testers, into the SOC to improve resilience, train staff, and validate controls. A well-balanced SOC team brings together technical, analytical, and strategic skills to manage diverse threats effectively. Operational procedures are standardized through the use of playbooks. Playbooks define step-by-step workflows for common incident types, such as phishing attempts, malware infections, or suspicious user behavior. Each playbook includes escalation paths, severity definitions, and roles. Integration with change management and ticketing systems ensures that response activities are tracked and auditable. Role-based access controls enforce separation of duties and reduce insider risk. Playbooks should not be static. They must be reviewed regularly, updated based on incident feedback, and adapted to reflect changes in technology or threat landscape. The CISO must ensure that operational procedures align with policy requirements, support repeatability, and are understood by all SOC personnel. SOC performance must be monitored using defined metrics. Key performance indicators include MTTD, MTTR, false positive rates, and the volume of alerts handled. Incident categorization helps analyze trends, measure threat prevalence, and prioritize improvements. Metrics such as SLA adherence, analyst workload, and ticket closure times provide insight into operational efficiency. Reports should be produced on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, tailored to different audiences. Executive reports focus on risk exposure, trends, and strategic initiatives. Detailed analyst reports support training and performance reviews. Metrics should also inform resource planning, tool tuning, and process refinement. The CISO must oversee reporting to ensure that it is accurate, timely, and supports governance functions. The SOC plays a key role in security, governance, and compliance. Its processes must be aligned with audit requirements, internal policies, and external frameworks such as NIST, ISO 27001, or PCI DSS. Log retention practices must support legal and regulatory obligations. The SOC is often responsible for maintaining visibility into control effectiveness, whether access is being monitored, logs are collected, or alerts are being followed up on. Incident documentation generated by the SOC may be required for regulatory reporting, insurance claims, or litigation defense. Metrics and reports from the SOC should feed into the CISO's dashboards and enterprise risk indicators. This integration ensures that the SOC is not isolated from governance, but rather a core contributor to oversight and accountability. SOC management presents several challenges. Alert fatigue is one of the most common, caused by poorly tuned detection rules or overlapping tools. High alert volume can overwhelm analysts and increase the risk of missing real threats. Talent shortages are another issue. 24/7 SOCs require skilled analysts, and burnout is common without proper support and rotation. Siloed operations can hinder effectiveness if the SOC is not integrated with IT, compliance, or business units. Tool sprawl adds complexity and reduces visibility. Finally, evolving threats require frequent updates to playbooks, detection rules, and training programs. The CISO must address these challenges through investment, strategic oversight, and alignment of the SOC with enterprise needs and priorities. On the CISO exam, SOC operations are tested through terminology, scenarios, and strategic decision-making. Candidates should be familiar with terms such as SIEM, playbook, escalation, Tier 1/2/3, and SOC maturity. Scenario questions may involve deciding how to respond to alert overload, choosing between SOC models, or interpreting performance metrics. The exam evaluates the CISO's role in SOC oversight, including funding, governance alignment, incident coordination, and reporting. Candidates must understand how the SOC integrates with incident response, threat intelligence, compliance tracking, and executive communication. A mature SOC is not just a monitoring function, it is a strategic enabler of security program success. Mastery of SOC fundamentals confirms the CISO's ability to lead security operations that are fast, reliable, and business-aligned. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cyber CA CISO Prepcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com.